Happy Mojo Monday. What you guys are about to watch is my first call I had with Jack 2 years ago. This is your last chance to join VP Plus with 20% off. Use code MOJO, all caps, for 20% off. Click the link in my description and join up. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace out.
The reason I get people to do YouTubers is because they are by far some of the easiest clients to approach because you have a massive directory of different niches on YouTube. You can sit there and type in, here, I'm going to send you a video real quick.
Okay.
This is like how we identify the people. Yeah. There's an updated version of this coming in the next couple weeks. I'm putting like the Outreach Masterclass together. That's going to be some fucking mega value for you. But this is a good place to start. So if you're trying to find YouTube clients, for example, you type in different niches, you scroll through the filters, and you just start finding channels which are a little bit more hidden rather than the first ones that come up. You find their email, and we do mass outreach via email or mass outreach via Twitter. And that's essentially the way to do it. So freelance website is they kind of come to you. It's a big job board. Now, doing the kind of twist, you just need to do outreach to them, essentially. So like, watch that video after we jump off, and that just breaks down the basic method of identifying like undervalued channels that you can approach, and we can just start crafting a I can help you with the method, and then we can just start our outreaching direct. I'm not gonna lie to you, like it takes a bit of time to dig for channels that are decent, right? Like you might go on a hot streak, get a bunch, but it's only like, it's not hard, it's just tedious, you know? So you have to go through channels, load them up, have a look. Does it look like you can edit better? Does it look like they, can afford an editor as well, you know? There's a couple points that I want to send to you real quick. Target, lifestyle, niche. Now, for that, right? That's easy. Short form content, everyone's fucking, a lot of people are trying to do short form content. So I think this is a bit more refreshing. You are essentially going to be downloading a piece of their video, right? So to do value first, we want to show them what 30 seconds of their video looks after you touched it versus what it looked like before, you know? So it's still the exact same strategy, but it kind of fits into three categories, right? So judging by this video right here, the one that I linked you, the video production thingamajig, that'll take you to the video, right? That shows you the method to find the YouTubers, which means you'll type in lifestyle, and then through that method right there, you just filter through channels, and you find channels that aren't like the biggest channels that come up when you just type in lifestyle. So it'll probably be like the main ones, right?
Yeah.
The three categories I want to approve them by is, one, do they look like they take this seriously, / are they going to invest in an editor? And like, does it look like they've got a little bit of cash? Does it look like they are a 14-year-old kid who's like, won't be able to pay you? You know what I mean? So you have to do a little bit of like disqualifying or qualifying. And then obviously like a no-brainer is just the next category, just like, can you make their videos better? So if you click on them and they look like they do take it seriously and they are maybe investing in an editor or would invest in an editor, the next stage is like, all right, well, are you going to be more competitive than their current editor? Maybe they got a badass editor. Maybe you need to give them a miss and go on to the next guy. It's possible. And then finally, just do they have a direct line of communication? I wrote content law. Communication. Twitter is best because it's like the most business casual place, but email is obviously good. Every YouTuber is going to have an email. If they don't, that's like just astounding. I'd be very stunned because they all just have an email on their about section, you know?
Right, yeah.
So I think that's it for you, is like, this sounds like a solid strategy. We should get you doing value first, YouTube outreach to lifestyle YouTubers, and let's also get you documenting that process on Twitter as well with the before and afters.
Okay, but like, how much should how long should the before and after be? Like
30 seconds long.
30 seconds long?
Yeah, 30 seconds long. I'll help you craft the message as well. And then, my bad, in terms of prices, right? So say you're going to edit a vlog, right? Right? It depends on fucking a couple different factors, right? It's pricing such a tricky one because it's so dependent on the client. We really have to see them, like, who are they, etc. But generally speaking, bro, for like a 8 to 10 minute vlog, if you're chopping up everything, we should be asking for at least like $500, something like that for that. You know, and that might be like a
How
day's
much
work.
again? How
You
much
know, like
again?
$85 to $100. My
Okay.
girlfriend's running the back.
No worries, no worries.
Something like that. You're ruining my call. 85 to $100 for like an 8 to 10 video is relatively like industry standard kind of prices.
Okay.
So we won't like get into the habit of if they can't afford these rates, that's kind of like entry level. We'd like to get you probably earning a little bit more. Again, it also depends on how much time is going to go into that, right?
Right.
How much preparation do they put into the scenes, right? Do you really have to go through hours of footage and turn it into 10 minutes? That would make the price longer. I'll help you with all that stuff.
Okay.
That's no worries. If we get to when we get to that point where you have an email that's now interested in the sample you made, wants more, that's a great place to be. Hopefully we can be there in the next couple weeks,
Okay.
and we can just figure that out together, basically.
Okay.
Easy. Sounds like a fucking plan.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jack.
Oh my
Have a
god.
good one.
Peace.